What's up, YouTube? It's your friendly neighborhood gamer, your host, Coach Key, and welcome to Legends of Dice Cafe, where we learn about tabletop RPGs together from old school to modern, and from time to time have fun playing some games. I do apologize for the late videos that I've been dropping the past couple of weeks. A lot of changes have been occurring, I've been moving, so I definitely do apologize for that. But I am back again with my weekly video, and even though we do tabletop RPGs, I wanted to share something with you. Check this out. Though it is not a tabletop RPG, this is a really cool game. So before you exit out, take the time out to check it out. I play solo. It's for 1 to 4 players. This is such a cool game to kick back on a Friday night with a drink of water. I'm going to show you the pieces that come inside the box as I'm actually playing the game. And this time, I have it set up for you guys already. So this video should be a lot better. I did drop this video a few weeks back, a few months back maybe, but I gave some wrong information for that. Again, I apologize. I wanted to redo the video so then I can really show you guys how cool this game really is. I'm gonna play solo and let's get into it. All right, so before we get into it, so it comes with board pieces. It comes with 4 of these, but we only need these 2 for the tutorial, which is cool, really cool that it actually comes with a mission, just a tutorial to get you started in learning how to play the game. Again, we're gonna use Hulk and we're gonna use Vision. Here's going to be our mission right here. It lets you know, each mission lets you know what you need to throw onto the board. It comes with a pack of these different things. It has like objectives, bystander cards, which we'll get into that as we play the game. And it lets you know exactly where it's gonna be. These are gonna be our missions right here. We're gonna grab that one, and we're gonna grab that one without either of us dying, and then we're gonna head out of this exit right here. So here's the mission right here. It lets you know it's easy, 30 minutes. So reports are coming in of an outbreak of some kind in New York. People are turning on each other, eating each other. Some are saying there are even superheroes who have fallen to this plague. Even in a world of superpowers and magic, something like that is impossible, right? Boom. So I've already set up my objectives right here, right there, and then I'll show you what these pieces are. Oh, it's not even in the camera, but I'll show you in 1 sec. These things right here, I have one right here and one right there. And when it's the enemy's phase, when it's their turn to go, we're going to spawn some zombies there, and I'll show you how we're gonna do that. Let me share this with you. This is the experience tracker. This is how you're gonna track your experience, and I'll let you know what the colors mean in just a few moments. And then you have your superhero cards, which are super cool. Here's your health, of course. You get down to 0 and you're dead. And then here go your power-ups. And you can use these power-ups for really cool things, and I'll show you that in a few. Before we get into the game, let me show you the miniatures. You've got Black Panther, Spider-Man, you've got Wasp, Winter Soldier, and these are our heroes. These are the ones that we can pick from. And then let me show you the zombie heroes. Captain America, Doctor Strange, and you've got the Scarlet Witch, and then you've got my man, Iron Man. And then these standees I was telling you about, you've got these things right here, they're called brutes, and then you've got these right here, they're called runners, and then they're walkers. And the best way for me to really show you the items in this game is for us to go ahead and get started. So the heroes are gonna go first. And these little pieces right here, so if they're not activated, which means they've already went, then you would turn it on this side right here. And if they haven't gone yet, you activate them by turning them onto the green side. We'll turn these over to activate them, showing that it is the hero's turn. Each of the superheroes have something special that they can, special ability. We're gonna start with Hulk first, but I forgot that these little pieces right here, they're bystanders. So there are people that you're gonna wanna save, and they also, once you save them, I'll show you what happens. So we're just gonna put some bystanders. We're gonna randomly pick some bystanders to put there. These symbols right here. So anytime that we open a door or bust a door down, we will spawn zombies in this zone, in this actual building. So, and we'll flip the bystander card over as well. There's a bystander right here. Once we knock the door down, then we spawn zombies, of course, here and then here. So each hero, you get 3 different moves, and you can move, you can attack, or you can pull one of these cool cards, and I'm gonna actually show you what those cool cards, but first, let me go ahead and move. So I'm gonna move, you get 3 times, 3 actions that you can do on your turn. I'm gonna move Hulk first, and remember on each round or each phase, you can power up, and I made sure I powered up both of my heroes. So I'm gonna move 1 right here, and for my second action, I'm gonna knock this door down. Boom. Hulk smash. And then before I do my third move, I'm gonna go ahead and spawn zombies here since I've knocked that door down. And that's when these deck of cards come into play. You're just gonna pick from these deck of cards, and whatever's on this card will be spawned in that specific room. Oh, I forgot to tell you, as far as your objective, our objective is search and secure. Accomplish these objectives in order. So it says take all objectives, which are these little red pieces right here. And then we've got another one right there. And so we take all of the objectives, and we have to at least rescue 1 bystander. And then escape via the exit, which I forgot to put the exit up there. So escape via the exit with all superheroes. Any superhero may leave through this zone for free at the end of their turn, as long as there are no enemies in it. We'll take the stack of cards and we'll flip this over. All right, so we picked the card out. We picked for a brute to spawn in this zone. And we're gonna do 1 brute in this blue zone because that's where we are on our experience tracker. Both of our heroes are only in the blue zone. So we're only gonna spawn what's in this blue zone right here. So we're gonna only spawn 1 brute. We're gonna spawn 1 brute in that room. And then for the next room, we're gonna pick a card, and we're, again, both of our heroes are, as far as experience wise, they're in the blue zone. There we go. All right, so for the next zone, we're gonna spawn 2 walkers. And remember, we're still in this blue zone right here with both of our experience trackers, with both of our heroes. So we'll spawn 2 walkers there. Boom, boom. They're not activated yet though. We're just spawning them in that area, and then we'll see which bystander. Let's see if we can zoom. There we go. So we're gonna spawn her. And here go our bystander standees. So you've got a few of them. So we'll put her right there. But again, she's not activated yet. So we've done 2 moves. We moved to this zone, and these are the different zones, different areas that you can move to. So we've got 1 more turn for this one right here. And on our last turn, another action that you can do is you can actually pull from this deck of cards, and it has some really cool abilities, hero trait cards. So we're gonna pull one of those hero traits. So I'm gonna use my last action to pull a card, a hero trait. Let's see. So it says, during your turn, you spend 1 power, and another superhero within range may immediately perform 1 free action. All right, so that's not bad. And that's when I let you know that you can use these really cool, you can use these powers for a lot of different things, and that's one of them. We would use one of these powers to use this card. So we're just gonna put this over here for now. Oh, and the one way to gain experience is by killing enemies or obtaining objectives. Oh, and when you rescue a bystander, you get to collect this card. And so this one, once during your turn, you can use 1 power to perform 1 free melee action. So whoever, and you also, because it's one of the objectives, you would go up 5 points in experience. So we'll do that in a sec once we actually rescue her, if we rescue her. It took me a while to actually to beat this one. So let's see. We did 1 action. We busted the door down for the second action, and then for the third action, we pulled an experience. We pulled a hero trait card. So we're gonna take this piece right here and turn it over because Hulk is no longer activated. Boom. All right. And for Vision, now, like I said, I like Vision because he can attack. He doesn't have to be in the same zone to attack. So this is really cool. So then I can show you. This is a really cool game, I'm telling you. So we're going to do Vision. Vision is going to use his first action to move here. And again, he can attack. He doesn't have to be in the same zone. And that's what it shows you on the card right here. How many zones he can go 0 to 1, which means it can be in this specific zone or in the next zone over, and we're gonna attack. So let me show you how we're gonna do that. Let me show you these cool dice that come with it. I love dice. You get 6d6 dice, and I'm pretty sure that's like a zombie teeth. I love that. I love red though. So let's see how we're going to do this. He uses 3 dice to attack. So we got 1, 2, 3, and he hits on anything 4 and above. So in order, like this would be a hit right here. If I had rolled that, this would be another hit. So that would count as 2 hits because every dice that hits 4 and above is a hit. Now, let me show you how to kill these. Here we go. At the back of the page, which is super cool, as always, when they have a summary. So let's see, we've got a brute right here, and they can only do 1 action. When they do activate, they can only do 1 action. And their toughness is a 2, which means that we need to hit 4 twice, a minimum of 2 times, in order to kill that brute. 3 dice. So you can actually use one of those powers, just like you can use for the cards. You can use one of these to actually add more dice so that you have a better chance at attacking. But we're not gonna do that because we already get we already can use 3 dice, and you only need 2 hits to kill this guy. So let's see what we can do. Let's see, ooh, yeah. So we've got 1 hit and we've got 2 hits. So we knocked this dude out right here, boom. And because we did kill that enemy, we get to go up and experience 1. So let's see, that was 2. What am I gonna do for my 3rd? So for my 3rd, I'm going to just move over into this zone. So now it is the enemy's phase. Before we go to the enemy's phase, this individual or the bystander has the ability to kind of move a zone closer, but I'm not gonna move them closer. I'm just gonna leave them as is so that way they don't end up getting killed. So we're gonna go over here, and all of the enemies that have already been spawned, we're gonna let them take their action. And these walkers only get 1 action, so they're just gonna move into the zone with the superhero. So these are spawn points, and you're gonna go clockwise. So right here, we're gonna spawn what you can't see over. We're just gonna put this right here so you can see that. So, so we're gonna start spawning them from the spawn points. So it says, no one spawns. That's fantastic. So no one spawns in this area right here because we're still in the blue zone. This one is sometimes a little confusing because there are extra things right here, but we're going to skip that part right here. We're just not going to spawn anyone because it says no one, and we're still in the blue zone. And then I'll write a note for myself to look that up a little bit, to look that up next time just to make sure, because it does say it says bystander in danger, spawn 1 bystander, then activate all walkers within range. But of course right here it says no one. So we'll just do that. It's no one. And then we're going to go clockwise with our spawn points. So the next spawn point is going to be that one up there. And let's pull from our zombie deck. Oh my God. That's what I was trying to avoid, is an extra freaking zombie hero. All right, so we're going to pull from our zombie stack. And we only have 4 zombie heroes. Let me shuffle them up real good. Let's see. And then we're going to pull, and we've got Dr. Strange. Dr. Strange will spawn from right here in this zone. And we are supposed to have an enemy over there, a zombie hero. But just for this specific video, so I don't get killed too early on, I'm going to skip that zombie hero that it's supposed to be in the mission. We're just going to skip that because we already have a zombie hero, and it's just a tutorial. I just wanted to show you guys how cool the game was. All right, so let's see. And just because they spawned, they haven't activated. They won't activate until the next time around. So let's see. All of the enemies that were originally on the board have already taken their activation. So now it is time for the heroes phase again. So we'll turn these cards back over. All right. And then of course, for every round or every phase, we get to go up as far as 1 point. Oh, let me tell you another thing that's cool about Hulk says you have 5 health. At the start of each of your turn, you gain 1 power for each wound you suffer. So let's say he had suffered 1 wound. The next round, he would get to go up automatically on top of the other one that you get per round for every round or every phase. So it's another thing that's really cool about Hulk. And he can also clearly take a lot more damage. He has the highest health out of all of the characters. So normally when I play, I have yet to play a game where I don't have Hulk involved. So let's see. We're gonna do Hulk. We're gonna have Hulk take 1 turn to go inside of this building. And then let's see, how many dice does Hulk get to use? Hulk gets to use 3 dice, and he hits on anything 4 and above. So let's see, he gets 3 dice. We're gonna take these walkers out right here, and we'll pull our, so walkers for toughness, we only have to hit once. So I'm just gonna use 3 dice. We'll roll that. So for the first action, we moved into this zone. And for the second action, we're going to attack these zombies. So that's 1 hit, and Hulk gets to go up in experience points 1. Our third turn, I think we're just gonna do an action. We're gonna attack again. So we'll use 3 dice because Hulk can do 3 dice. And again, he hits on anything 4 and above. Oh, and and that's no hit. So Hulk has used all of his turns. He moved and then attacked twice. So that's it for Hulk. We're gonna turn this card over so we know that Hulk is no longer activated. I'll move his card over here. I had to move it closer because my arms are so short. So, all right. So next we have Vision. So Vision he gets 3 dice. I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my actions to attack that zombie. Let's see. Oh, and Vision hits on anything 4 and above, so that's 2 hits, and we only needed 1 for this walker. So long, sucker. All right, so we're gonna take our experience tracker, and we're gonna go up another 1. You do get like an extra action when you get here, but of course, as you go higher up in the zones, you spawn more enemies. So it's like, all right, so we've got 1. So he used 1 action to attack. I'm gonna use the second action, because that's what you would use an action to collect or to interact with the to interact with the items on the board, including the objective. So I'm going to take this objective, and because this is one of the actual objectives, each objective gives you 5 XP to the superhero who takes it. So Vision gets to go up in 5 experience points because Vision has collected the objective. So let's go up, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. For my third action, I think I'm going to pull one of these cards right here. And let's see. Discard before attacking, add +1 to dice results, and ignore target priority for this attack. So here goes your target priority, and you let you know if there's a zombie in the area, the zombie is your priority, a brute, walker, and runner, so on. So you get to ignore that with this card. So I'm gonna put this card right here for my man's Vision, and then I'm gonna turn this card, his activation, he's no longer activated. So now, before our enemies take their activation, I'm going to use my bystander's action to move closer to the hero so it'll be easier for me to rescue her. So the bystander goes, and now all of the enemies on the board that have already been spawned, now it's their turn to activate. And let's see, Dr. Strange. When he activates, if he is not in a zone with a superhero, as his first action, he moves into the closest zone with a superhero. And his toughness is a 3. All right, so next up, we'll go ahead and move Dr. Strange into this area. Actually, zombie heroes get 2 actions. So for Dr. Strange's second action, because I can pick who he's going to attack or who's going to take a hit for the team and lose some health. So Dr. Strange, for his second action, he's going to attack Hulk, which again is beneficial because we will not only be able to move this up because we get to go up And a power for each round or hero's round or hero phase, we get to benefit from losing health. So we'll go down. He'll do 1 attack. It's an automatic hit. And let's see, we don't have any more enemies on the board. So now we're going to go ahead and start spawning from our spawn points. So here, starting clockwise, we're going to grab our deck of cards. And now we're gonna grab our deck of cards. Boom. And let's see, extra activation. So all the runners on the board get an extra activation because we're now in the yellow zone for our experience. Let's see, get a better zoom. We're now in the yellow zone for our experience. But we don't have any walkers activated, so sucker. And then the next spawn point, all brutes. And they get all brutes. You get an extra activation. And we don't have any brutes on here either, so we won't be spawning anyone. So if we had any brutes on the deck, on the actual board, they would get an extra activation. So, but we don't have any brutes. So, and if I'm not doing that correct, definitely leave a comment. But that's how I've been playing so far because that's how I know how to play. So let's see. So that's it. That's pretty easy. So now we go back to our heroes. All right, so let's activate both of these. All right, so, and then we get to go up as well and experience, well, not experience, but you get to go up as far as your power goes. And I'm gonna do vision first, but, so I'm gonna use one of Vision's actions to rescue the bystander. I could put her over here, and then I get to take this card. So once I rescue the bystander, during your turn, you may spend 1 point to perform 1 free action. I like that. First action, we rescued the bystander. For the second action, I'm going to attack Dr. Strange. But not only am I going to attack Dr. Strange, I am going to use power points to add extra dice to give me a better chance at beating him. So I'm going to use 2 power points to add 2 extra dice to my roll. So hopefully that helps me out. Let's see. Let's see, we got 1 hit. I knocked that over. We had 1 hit, 2 hits. Not enough. Cotton picking. Let's see, so we rescued the bystander with 1. We attacked Dr. Strange with the second. Do get an extra action. So we're gonna try to attack Dr. Strange one more time. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's it though. 3? No. It only hit on 4, so it would have been 1 hit. So that's still not. I can spend an extra power. I can spend a power to do an extra. We'll use this card. Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to perform 1 free melee. It's a melee action, but I am super close. So I'm going to use that last power and perform 1 more melee. And 1, 2. Good Lord. See, that's why the zombie heroes are harder to beat. So, and this is a 1. So, sorry, I didn't let you guys know. So that it is not a hit. And that is, oh, well, I use 1 power, but I also get a free action because I'm in the yellow zone. So, let's see. And you get +1 action. So, let's try. So, with that last action, I'm going to try to hit 1 more time. Oh, my Lord. I am fudging these dice rolls. So that would have been a hit. Those 2 would have been hits. But remember, his toughness is a 3, which means that I have to hit 3 times. So that didn't work. So that is done with. Well, you know what? Actually, let's pause it right there. And if you enjoyed the video, let me know. Put a comment below. If you want to see some more gameplay from Zombies Heroes, let me know. So I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. But again, we'll be picking back up Tabletop RPGs next week. I'm honestly thinking about doing DnD 5e solo. I don't know if I'm going to just use the core books to create my own adventure or actually go through or show you how I would go through a pre-written module. So if you have a preference or an idea of which way you think that it would be cool for me to go, or take my adventure, or take my solo adventure, drop it in the comments. Don't forget to make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit your notifications so you never miss out on any of the cool content that I post weekly. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys next week, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you guys have a super fantastic evening and have a fantastic weekend.